Hello, world and universe. Welcome to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe. And for my continued followers, I want to thank you. I got another big one for you that's very peculiar. Occasionally, I will do these murder mystery cases, but I try to find ones that are very different and makes you wonder why in the world did these people do it. But we have a ton of young people that are committing all types of crimes for all kinds of crazy reasons in today's time. And this one is about a woman in Germany. She's called the Beauty Blogger Murderer. So this young lady, Sherban K. Kosovan, out of Germany, she murdered a look-alike that she found on IG Instagram to fake her own death. Sherban K. And her boyfriend Shakur K. Found Miss Khadija O on Instagram and promised her a beauty kit and treatment if Miss Khadija O met with them. So they picked up. They had been trying to reach several other people that didn't respond or take the bait for it, and they finally found this one lady, Miss Khadija O. All these are young people in their early 20s. So they picked her up, took her to a wooded area, and Miss Khadija O gets out of the car, and then Sherban K, the beauty blogger, started stabbing this young lady in the face and stabbed her in the face over 50 times, killing her in this wooded area. And after she did that, Sherban K and Shakur K put the deceased woman in the back seat of her Mercedes Benz, and Sherban and they left the car at the house with this lady deceased in the back. And Sherban K parents found the deceased woman in the car later on that night. Uh, Sherban K and Shakur K get caught and arrested. And Sherban K tells the police that she did it because she wanted to get out of her marriage. Shakur K was her boyfriend. And she picked someone who looked like her so she could fake her death to get out of her marriage. So this is a young lady in her 20s, gets married. Instead of just going to get a divorce, she concocts this idea to find a lookalike on social media, on Instagram, finally find somebody who probably was poor, in desperate need of things, fell for the bait over a beauty kit and treatment. They pick her up, and then Sherban K commits to stabbing Shadur, Khadija O 50 times in the face to where she wasn't even recognizable. At the time of finding the body in the car, even some of Sherban's family members thought that the deceased woman was Sherban K. They looked that much alike. When you go look this story up, they found a woman that looked just like Sherban K. This Khadija O, they looked very similar. It was amazing. And her boyfriend, Shakur K, was involved and complicit in this entire act. I wanted to do this story because what we're seeing now in today's time, that people are chasing the bag by any means necessary. They're using these social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, to promote products and to date folks. Sometimes Facebook and Instagram is used as a dating site. There are all kinds of things that are going on these social media platforms. And in this particular situation, and this didn't take place in America, this was in Germany. This young lady, Sherban K, solicits this other young lady, Khadija O, gets her to a wooded area, and then stabs her to death in the face on purpose so she wouldn't be recognizable, and tried to fake her own death. Mental health is a real issue throughout our entire world. And these young people today, or many people today, are living just for today and not trying to resolve issues or conflicts that are in their lives with a rational mind and thinking, and not thinking that there's going to be a future. Evidently, Sherban K had to be suffering some very strong mental disorders for her to find within herself that it is okay to commit murder and then come up with this concocted story, and thinking that she would get away with it, and even placing the young lady's body in the back of a Mercedes Benz and leaving it there, which is one of the most inhumane things you can do. The respect for humanity and for everybody as human beings, we're losing that love and that positivity and that God fearing base with each other. We have become way too animalistic, ritualistic, devilish, demonic, and some of the thinking patterns that are taking place in today's time with young people and older people. And mental health issues are a real issue. And evidently, this Sherban K and even Shakur K being complicit in this murder, there is something that was going on demonic inside their minds. They have been arrested, and will be charged with first-degree murder. I'm also putting this video up to tell young people, be very uh, uh, cautious about meeting people on these social media platforms, whether it's dating, whether it's doing business. There are many people out in this world that do not have your best intentions at heart. I'm telling you, as a middle-aged man, you got to utilize your five senses. I talk about this all the time doing my videos. You got to have a common sense PhD approach to life. If it doesn't make sense, then don't do it. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Because the extremes measures that people are taking to denigrate and delineate and cause harm to people today is extreme. It's very extreme. And as you see with this situation, these young folks lured this woman and then they killed her. And then they tried to fake it as if it was Shakur K who died because she wanted to get divorced. Just get divorced. Uh, for her to think that she could frame this in her mind and then get away with it is diabolical, and it shows that there is a pathology that's going inside that young lady's head where she needs long-term treatment, and hopefully she'll get that while she's incarcerated. She probably will get life in prison in Germany. There are not just things that are taking place horrific in America. There are horrific stories that are taking place all over the world. And be very careful of these social media platforms on meeting strangers. They're strangers until you get to know them. Utilize your five senses and your common sense, and listen to your gut, because one wrong move could end you up in jail or in death. So, thank you for listening to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth.